press TREF meeting. Last week we had a full and very intensive week in Barcelona, and we would like to share some of the discussions we had in Barcelona, but also to show you some of the things that Ericsson is doing right now. And please feel free to ask questions during the session. I think we will continue until 12 o'clock. On our side we have Kun, which I hope you know since before, and Kun Fredrik is our guy from Sweden, function communications or media relations. And I'm running the time operations. I met some of you before. So please feel free. You have some peanuts to chew on, and I hope you can get some drinks from you later.
Yeah, we ordered that already. Yeah. Okay. The
Barcelona event this year was sort of quite different from what we have experienced in the past, because we see quite some interesting events happening. The software as a service or the cloud developments are becoming much more present. Devices, when it comes to smartphones, but also dongles and tablet PCs are becoming much more present. And the link between devices, networks and applications are becoming something that operators as well as application developers as well as hardware producers are realizing we need to get that act together. So quite some interesting developments this year.
The phones.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this, but all these phones were there, and they were everywhere. I mean, touchscreen phones, the latest ones, everyone is going into the tablets. BlackBerry's Playbook was there. And on the left-hand side you see the Xperia Play, which then we will come preloaded with a lot of games, but then you can add on games, obviously as well. And we hope it will be a great success. We will come into these things more in detail with cloud and applications on the cloud, and how to handle service provisioning and store, white label store platforms was very present. Looking into verticals based on machine to machine, but also other things was mobile health, where we can use the deployed network as a facility to make sure that also people out in the countryside get access to doctors. Was quite a big theme. We saw connected car, how to monitor the fleet of cars and trucks on roads to avoid crashes and congestion of traffic was a big thing. We also saw the smart grid, i.e. how do you use your power network to steer devices in your home. Every home has a lot of devices, refrigerators, TV screens, computers and electronic lamps, of course, and all of those can be steered and controlled through the power grid. A lot of applications and services around that was interesting. What else? Mobile architecture, heterogeneous networks. Today we have a lot of different layer networks, like 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G. What was displayed in Barcelona was how you create one network with macro cells, microcells, nanocells, picocells, operating in one environment instead of having layers of networks, which will make your network.
Augmented reality is basically taking digital information and overlaying it with physical reality. So if you remember Terminator, the movies, Arnold Schwarzenegger would get up and through his robotic lens, he would see all kinds of information about the world. And it's the same thing. So instead of using robotic lenses, the mass consumer, like you and me, can use a smartphone as a lens and look around the world, and the digital pictures are overlaid on top of the physical reality. Location-based services, so based on, let's say you're in Paris for the first time, you don't know where you've been, you don't know the Eiffel Tower, you can sell digital maps, like augmented reality maps powered by X operator, and all you
I think it's underdeveloped, okay, in the concepts, and then we started testing out in I think we stayed in Japan, in some market testing, but this is what hit by CNN. This the whole thing happened into for CNN, and they see that it's in the past, people do not realize that everything can be happening, but the concept of being pushed by Ericsson, and we want to do that. It means that you can show that and explain what is happening in booth.
Going to the area where Ericsson wants to push and where Ericsson think this industry is going is where everything gets connected in the network society. There are three pillars in this. One is the mobility side, the broadband side, and the cloud. These three components creates a foundation for a new industry or a development, quite a steep development of the current industry, taking this to everyone. It also enables us to go from connecting places to connecting people and now connecting devices. We have a vision of 50 billion connected devices, and obviously machine to machine is where the big number of connected devices will come into play. But we also see machine to people or people to machine, and the augmented reality is where we can, from a human point of view, interact with the machine and get more information without having another individual on the other side. So, seeing these three components working together will create new business opportunities for us moving forward. I spoke about the 50 billion connected devices, and we have shown some of those things at the booth in Barcelona. The connected car was very, very interesting. AIS showed a great interest in the connected car. They get a lot of requirements today to provide traffic information to the government and also other authorities. And here we see a great opportunity to work with operators but also with the industry to make sure that we do this in a synchronized way. There is a risk otherwise that the government will demand a separate network and separate spectrum, and we don't believe that's necessary. We think we can use the 3G and the 4G network to provide the network capabilities for that. Maybe you can talk something about this community power project that we got an award from, because I think that's interesting.
In the press release, we also attaching the award meanings that GSMA had an award in Ericsson Community Power Projects. I think it's what it's all about. I think it imagines the believing in the up countries, no power now. Imagine you have their station. How the people going to charge their mobile phone? How the people going to use their mobile phone? How electrics becomes. What is actually the project is all about from the base stations, from the power whatever we have. Okay, it could be solar, it could be diesel engine, everything. You can draw the power from the base station to provide what? The light on the streets, serving the people. And that is the project it's all about. You can have more detail in the PR press release and actually attach that in your folder already. And that is helping a lot. Because people see the power of the base station, not just base station. They can see them as the part of their life, and serving the whole communities.
And I mean, Thailand is obviously one area where this can be applicable, but we also see other countries where Ericsson is present, where there is a lot of poverty in the desert or in the outskirts where you have to redeploy a base station with solar power or something, and all of a sudden the whole community, the whole village goes by to get power. So it adds value more than the communication aspect, but it also enriches life in such a way that people will have access to things they didn't have.